Hi, you guys. It's Thursday afternoon, February 26, 2015. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 40. And the title is My Journey, and you'll find out in the story of the week. If you're new to this podcast, welcome. Come on in, relax. Grab your beverage, a beverage of choice, and your craft, and sit back and relax. And I hope you enjoy it. Hope you find inspiration and entertainment. And for you who keep coming back, thank you guys so much. In social media, I am One Fine Cow on Ravelry and Twitter. I am One Fine Design on Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith, all smooshed together on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast group. This week we have one new member who is JLR1, who is Janet, and she's from the St. Louis area. Hi, neighbor. Welcome. Thanks for coming. And for birthday shout outs this week from the Ravelry group, Funny Mom 8, who is Lise, had a birthday on the 23rd. I'm not sure what day that was. And the second birthday is YV Hi Ha. I don't know how to say that. Who's Yvonne? And her birthday was on the 24th. So happy birthday, ladies. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, that you got to spend time with family and friends, and you were pampered and you got what you wanted. Happy birthday. So in YouTube this week, it was pretty quiet. We had 110 subscribers, so it kept going up and down. 111, 209, 211. So we're at 210 right now. So for those of you who are watching and thumbsing up and commenting, excuse me, thank you so much. And for all the people in the Ravelry group who have been helping me keep it together, keep it going, thank you so much. So the last administration of this is the March Cow. We haven't had many comments in the thread about what we want to do for March. I have been toying with the idea of having a toy along just to help me get inspired to knit my Bakery Bears pattern that I purchased recently. So if you have something that you would like to do for the March KAL, please go to the thread, leave a comment, and I'm going to leave that until the 28th, which is Sunday, and then after that, we'll figure it out. And I will post a thread Saturday night or Sunday with all of the stuff for the March Cal. And also, I think I'm going to borrow a page from the Stash List podcast and just have one thread where we can chatter and, put our items and chatter and talk, and I'll just cipher through it when it comes time to do the prize draw. So let me know. And I'm also toying with the idea because you'll see in my whips of having a Knit What You Love podcast, or not podcast, Knit What You Want March KAL, Knit What You Love KAL. Sounds like a plan. I don't know. So I need you guys to go over to the thread, the March Cal thread, and leave a comment. And we will figure it out together. Thank you. So we're on to the stash and story of the week. And there was no stash enhancement. I had ordered and keep expecting to get my I was enabled by someone on Instagram that had a sock ruler. So I went to sockruler.com and I ordered it. I had notification that it was shipped on the 9th of February, and I haven't got it yet. What's the story? Anyway, excuse me a minute. So I emailed them last night and said, here's my, I replied to the email that they said that it was shipped. And I said, as you can tell, I have ordered something, but it was marked for shipped on the 9th, and I have not received it. And they messaged me back right away, and said, we can give you a refund if you want. But they checked with the mail, and they said because of the weather and stuff is slow. It could take up to 21 days. Wow. That's first class mail. And it came from California. I don't know. I told him it was a gentleman. I said, okay, I'll give it until around the first week of the month. And if I don't get it, go ahead and give me my refund. Because I really want it though, Anyway, so the story of the week is on a personal level. I was enabled or inspired by Silly Fru and Made by Faye. On Instagram, they have been posting Silly Fru, of course, God bless her, going through what she went through and is, striving to be healthy now and doing all the things and getting back in shape. And Made by Faye posting going to yoga. And I just have been failing so poorly and gaining weight and feeling uncomfortable and miserable. And so I think am in the frame of mind right now to really get back to where I was several years ago. So my journey, and as we all know, and let me just say right here, if you are not interested in hearing any of this, that is wonderfully fine. And what you can do is you can just skip to the film where I'm holding up a knitted object, and then you can, start from there. But otherwise, I know this is personal. This is, but maybe if I share my story, it might help somebody else. So I'm going to share it. So back when I was 49, I was thinking about turning 50 and how I wanted to be healthier. So I quit smoking. Before I turned 49, I quit smoking. And as you all know, when you quit something like that, you gain weight. Well, I had gained a lot of weight, and at 49, almost into 50, I was pushing my heaviest weight, and I was miserable, and I would go to work and I would come home and cook supper, we'd eat, clean up, and then I had no more energy for anything else. And I would sit on the couch and veg because I was so unhealthy. So I got that aha moment one Saturday. I was getting ready to get my hair done, and I had went to what is it? The Crave Cases, White Castle, and got those delicious breakfast sandwiches and ate them in the car. I had 2 fat, gross potatoes and all of that. And I went to the beauty shop, and I was talking to the lady about what I wanted. And she said, okay, I'm going to go get your color mixed up. And I had the time, and I was sitting there looking in the mirror. And I looked in the mirror, and I thought to myself, who is that? And a haircut and color is not going to help that. I was barely fitting in the chair, and it was just horrible. And from that point on, it was just what I needed, and I lost a whole lot of weight. In the show notes, there's a picture of me at one of my lowest weights, the best picture I could find. And I mean, nothing could stop me at that point. I was just in it, and I was, going to the gym every day, eating healthy and doing good. But I had not been in a place for quite a while. I would try and I would fail. I would try and I would fail, and I would try and I would fail. And so that time, by the time I was 50, I was at a really, really good weight. I was healthy, strong, and I felt really good. But I'm coming on 55. I will be 55 in May, and I've gained almost everything back. So, for the inspiration of Silly Fru and Made by Faye, I have embarked this week. I started Saturday, and let me just tell you what I do. And, if for me, I am a food holic. I like food. I like chips. I like fried food. I like all the bad stuff. So what I do is Saturday morning, I planned ahead of time. I thought Friday I had my mindset that I usually do a 3-day juice cleanse. I did smoothies in the morning. I used the Naked Juice, and that's all I had. And lots and lots of water, some coffee. Of course, I can't live without my coffee, black coffee. So I did that for 3 days. But the first thing I did Saturday morning is I came in here, I sit down, I look through material, I found some really helpful things, and I wrote them down. So these are things that I can look at, which will help me on this journey. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry, folks. So 50 reasons to exercise. I wrote them all down. 50 reasons to exercise. Relieves stress, keeps your brain fit. I mean, there's just it's good anti-aging, improves your skin tone, improves muscle, and helps you, and it improves your eating habits, increases all of these things are so good and important. So that helped me. And then 10 ways to jumpstart your weight loss. 10 ideas that will help you to... I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, sorry. And then just I read through this stuff, took my time, 12 ways to jumpstart your metabolism, and I journal. I started journaling, and it was just what I needed to get focused, and I plan to review this stuff on a weekly basis, whatever. I'm trying to eat really clean. Try not to eat processed foods. I start my morning with the green smoothie, and which is just spinach and kale and banana. Today was banana and a pineapple and water on my magic bullet. I drink that. I eat five small meals a day, 2 snacks and 3, normal size meals, not something that I'm used to filling my plate and then going back for seconds. So, not only am I sharing so that I might help somebody, I'm also sharing this story so that I can be accountable, and that will help me to stay focused and be accountable. So, and another thing about it is that I haven't had to take a water pill all week. And I believe I have lost approximately 10 pounds. Water weight, of course. And I've went to the gym. Been to the gym twice this this week, and I plan, while this podcast is doing what it needs to do to be published, to not just be sitting, but doing some toning. So, anyway, that's my story this week. I hope that it encouraged you, and I hope that by sharing it will help me to stay focused and accountable. And so now shall we move on to the knitting? Okay, folks, I'm holding up a knitted object. You can come back. So I have a finished object, and as you could tell, my freesia is now in one piece again. I'm so happy. It has been bathed, lightly blocked, ends woven in, and all back together in one piece again. So happy. I love this shawl. So happy. And it's like bigger than my wingspan, as you could tell. Bigger than my wingspan. So I love it. I love this. I love the garter, and I love this lovely lace pattern. Very happy. Thank you guys for all your encouragement and comments on what to do. It is finished. It is done. And I'm so happy. So, works in progress. We have, and I'm just going to show it this week. Hopefully there's nobody out there that's going to steal my pattern. I've done a lot of work on my Simple Shrug shawl, a pattern that I'm working on, in my Fat Squirrel bag. Links in the show notes to her Big Cartel shop. I'm using Marble Chunky. The color is MC20. Knitting it on my 10.5 US 10.5 6.5 millimeter. Pattern is my design. So this is the inside. This is the outside. There's like a cable going down, and so this is. So this is it. I'm thinking that I have like 3 or 4 more inches of the body to knit, then to do, well, probably 2 inches of the body to knit. Then I'll do this on the opposite. Oh, this is so hard to see I'll do the cuff on the other side. I'm sewing up the ends, and then I'm going to pick up some stitches in the middle. So this is going well. I'm writing it up as I go along. I don't know about I probably will have one test knitter before I put the pattern out there. And I'm exploring options about putting the pattern on Ravelry, and definitely I will put it in my Etsy store. It's a shrug. It's like something to take with you. Like, I use my shrugs a lot, like throw it in the car in the summertime, or even now usually if we go to a restaurant, I usually just have to leave my coat on because I'm usually cold. But I usually carry my shrugs in the summertime because where we go to eat, bars and grills and stuff, are usually freezing, and I'm uncomfortable, and I have to run out to the car and get a jacket or one of my shrugs. So the color, I mean, I love the color, but I guess it kind of camouflages the cable a little bit, but I absolutely love the color. So it's almost done. The plan is to make the sleeves to hit just at the elbow or below. So this is mine. It's going well. I've been working a lot on it. This is where, well, no, this is what I usually do is I put one of these doohickeys at my cable where I've done the cable, and then I count up to 7 rows, and on the 8th row I do the cable twist. Ooh, Lord, it's so hard in this. It's so hard in this camera. Anyway, that is that, and I'm learning so much this week. I mean, I'm getting so brave. I messed up on the pattern and did some purling, some knitting when I should have been purling. So I dropped down about 5 or 6 rows. I wasn't nervous at all and fixed it. Yay! But that is an accomplishment for me. It really is. So I'm dropping down, fixing. That's one of the things I've done this week. Making progress, learning things. Okay, the next thing on my needles is my Ricky hat from last week, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Sarah Young. It's on my, well, right now it's on my 7s, but it's knit on US 4s 3.5 and US 7s 4.5 using my 40-inch circular, doing magic loop. The yarn is Marble DK, color MT18. I'm almost done. I'm almost ready to start doing the crown decreases. There's where I was last week. So I do have a little bit, just a good amount of work. Just remember, it's garter, so, you know. But I love this hat. I love this pattern. Be glad when it's done. I think it's going to be a Christmas present for next year. Mm-hmm. Okay. That is in my Knit Spin Farm bag. Joanne Springs Knit Spin Farm bag. Links in the show notes. And last night, well, a couple days ago, I'm so dry today, sorry. I was chatting in the thread with Christy Rose, and she was talking about a hitchhiker, and that she was doing a knit along in another, I don't remember for sure, sorry Christy, but she's talking about the hitchhiker, and I told her, you know, I wanted to do another hitchhiker in worsted weight just to try it to see how it turned out. So last night I was watching The Fat Squirrel, Amy Beth, and one of her works in progress was a hitchhiker. Not in worsted, but a hitchhiker. And late at night last night, I cast on the hitchhiker. I'm using, I think I'm good. I love, this is what I said, knit what you love, Cal. This color, albeit acrylic yarn, makes me very happy. Ooh, very happy indeed. I love it. I have 2 skeins of this Super Saver. It should make a nice hitchhiker. And here it is. I'm smiling and it makes me very happy. Doing garter stitch makes me very happy. There it is. There's my hitchhiker number 3, and this one in worsted weight. I have it on size 8s, 40-inch circular size 8s. It's going to be dense. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm gonna if I'm gonna rip it back and go up to a bigger size needle. Because I would like it to be more drapey, like My other hitchhiker is drapey, or I don't know. I love it. This, like I said, this color makes me so very happy. For the summer, and like we got snow today, and this is just so happy, springy yarn, and it makes me happy. So maybe we'll be knitting what makes us happy in March. You guys let me know. That is all of my whips. So on the spinning, I have a story on my spinning. I'm going to move out of frame for a moment. I've got, this is like the last chunk of the, this is attached to my wheel. This is Malabrigo Noob, 100% merino wool. The color is 865 by Bea Electrica. And I'm bringing this over here because remember a couple weeks ago I was showing you how this fiber is like not drafting out, and I have never just spun from the braid. And this was the last bundle, and I was working with it last night, and it was being cranky, and I kept breaking it off, and I was like, you know what? I am just going to attach this to the wheel and just try to spin it and see what happens. And I'm doing it, and it's wonderful. It works. I'm able to spin what I want to spin, and I'm so happy about that. That's going to take a lot of time away from preparing. I can do it. Yay! So, that is all of the regular stuff. I've worked a lot on my Freesia this week. I started it last Monday, ripping it back, and started knitting it, and then I finished it this Monday. So, I worked a lot on this. I worked a lot on a fair amount on the Ricky hat. And I worked a lot on my shrug. So that is all of the regular. So we're going to go into Pinterest, and I have a couple fun things in Pinterest and Stumble. Throw that back up there. Okay. In the Pinterest, and it's really kind of funny because my Pinterest and Spin are candy related. But it doesn't tempt me at all. It doesn't tempt me at all. I am focused. Pinterest. It is something really kind of fun and cool for coming up Easter, or just for like a birthday party, or if you want to have a rainbow party. It's just so cool. It is colorful marshmallow treats. And there is a link in the show notes to I pinned a couple because the one doesn't have a picture. So this is the picture. It's the marshmallows that have been, that you dampen them and then put them in a little baggie with Jell-O, and you shake them and you put them on parchment paper, let them dry for a couple hours, and then you can like put them on skewers. You can just have them in a bowl. So awesome. So the other one that you can click on the link, you'll get, and I did it this way because there is a link, but there's not a direct picture. Come on, open up. It is on littlethings.com. And there's a video on how she does it. It is so amazing. Here's the picture. Oh, I'm going to do this for the grandkids for Easter, along with the jelly bean bracelet thing. if I just do it myself and give it to them in their little Easter baskets, I just think these are so cool. But look at the video. It's really fun. And, maybe it's something you want to do with your children or for your grandkids or nieces and nephews. Really fun, really simple, and inexpensive. There you go. And the lady that in the video said that they were just like a Peep, only flavored, like a fruit flavor. Fun. Okay. The stumble is just wow. Just all I'm going to say. Wow. Nothing serious after all of that in the story. A Japanese Twitter user spent 3 hours knitting an edible scarf out of gummy candy. Let me get it up here. I'm like, wow. That is so amazing. Let me see if I can get a better picture this way. No, not really. Look at that. She knit, well, it's not really a scarf, out of gummy candy. They said she used this gummy candy, and you can look at it, it's like in a string. She used 15 packages of that. And here's her beginning. And they say that it looks like she used chopsticks. She did all these pictures on Twitter. She used chopsticks to do it. And here's another picture. I couldn't find a link for this, but you could just go to your search engine and type in Japanese Twitter user spends 3 hours knitting edible scarf or something like that, and you should be able to pull this up. It says that she used 15 packages of gummy string together. It took her an impressive 3 hours. It says that it is not quite long enough to fling around your neck. Her gummy scarf would make a better arm protector. 15 packs of gummies. Dimensions are 25 centimeters by 15 centimeter, or 9.8 inches by 5.9 inches. It weighs 450 grams, 1 pound, and it is 1,500 calories. That is so funny and unusual and just kind of wow. That is that. So we're at the end of the show. Remember, go over to the Ravelry group, leave a comment about the March Cal. Do we want a toy along? Do we want knit what makes you happy? Do you have something specific that you want to knit? Go over to the Ravelry page and leave a comment in the March Cal thread. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. If you haven't already, go over here and hit that red button, subscribe. It's free. You'll get notifications when a new video is uploaded. Give it a thumbs up if you found anything that was of interest. That's right over here on this side. Anything of interest, entertaining, inspirational, thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me to shut up, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful week and weekend. Be safe, be warm, and I'll see you next week. Bye, you guys.